filling the paper.
I am filling everything.
So you start with a nice sheet of paper. It has to be square. It can be of any size. This is the perfect size, but you can use smaller or larger. Okay, and you want it to be basically very straight.
You look great on camera.
I live for the camera. Okay, now hold on. I have to go back into my brain of how to do this. So I believe we're just going to try this. I could be wrong. You take your paper like so. You match up the ends, like you just make a nice triangle.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to be as tight in the creasing as possible because that, in the end, will determine how well you make this box.
Okay.
So especially in these middle parts, just use your nails, or you can use this. Okay, so then you're like, wow, I did that. And then you're like, open it back up, and then match up the other points. So you now. Okay, once again.
This can be a YouTube video.
Okay, so now you have, what you have now is, when you open it up, a cross in the middle, right? Which provides the cornerstone of the next step. So you then open it back up, and you now take one point and meet it in the middle of that star. So you do like this. And again, always being sure to go like this. This and meet these points right here. They should meet up but not overlap. Okay.
Meet up but not overlap.
Just be very perfect. And then here too, they should just touch at the point. And as you can see, I've actually already messed up a little bit, but these little corners here should be tight, but they're not. Anyway, you'll see. You can keep practicing. All right. So anyway, you're making. As you do this, you're basically just folding it in toward the point, all four corners in toward that center point that you folded. Nice. I mean, on its own, this would be beautiful, but we're not done. Okay. So now, the next part is easy, except I've forgotten how to do it. Let's see. Okay. So now you're always working from the center point, right? So now you take this and you fold it towards the center, once again, but now you're not making it triangular now, you're doing it more like a rectangle, as you can see, like that. And then you do the same thing on this side. So you're like, oh wow, just folding. It's the most relaxing activity. It's like therapeutic. Yeah. You should all make a box a day. Okay, so then we go open back up, and it's getting more and more complex, but then now you just go from this part.
Oh, you opened it back up.
Yeah, I did open it back up so that I could fold again from this side.
In other words, you did this side.
Yeah, so I did it, so it was like this.
And then you opened that part up.
And then now you open it up because you want to fold from this
fresh
side.
from this side, got it.
Because what we're providing for ourselves is a nice, you'll see what we're providing in a second. We're providing our basis for our box. Okay, so then making sure, so pretty much, it's a little bit weird, but.
Glad you wore your nice rings.
I know, I have good box making rings.
And your beautiful watch.
I know. All right, so here we are. Now this is the only point at which you need scissors or just a steady hand. And here's what you do. You now have okay, so you're like, oh wow, look at this.
Can you turn it to me so I see the front?
So you have this part, you have it all done like this. And you're like, oh, I have all these folds. And then you can choose, they're all the same. So you just need to, I'm just going to do this randomly. I decide these two sides I'm going to use.
Okay.
You cut. You basically now have this little square area in the middle here.
Mm-hmm.
So you cut along the side on you have a line. It's not like random. You do have a line here created by your folds. So you cut along the line up to that point, which is the beginning of your little square here.
Cut into the middle of your center square.
And then you do again this thing. Okay, so what you created is this little flap. And you do the mirror, you do it exactly the same on the opposite side.
You're very good at this. I know, it's incredible.
Here, then you go once again. There. And then once again. There. Okay. Now, at this point, nothing else needs to be done except assemble the box. So you've got these, what you have now, it takes a little bit of orienting. You have this. You now have this part and this part, which are going to be folded inwards. And this part, they're all folded in like this.
Oh, goodness.
And then you're like, oh wow, this is so cool. And then you have these flaps right here, which provide the side of your box. And it takes a little bit of working. Like you got to make sure this is lined up and that this fully comes up, or else it won't quite go. And as you can see, my lines were not perfect, so it was not the best box. But anyway, that's that. And then over here, same thing.
Oh my goodness.
Go like that. Oh my god, it really is satisfying. It's the most satisfying thing I've done all day. 5 minutes to a box. And look at that. Now the thing is, this provides one side, and then you do the exact same with another. You can decide if you want to have the same color. And actually, the other thing is, this is a two-sided paper.
Yeah.
So you are always folding. I didn't really figure. I think if you're you'll have to figure out what's.
I think I'll get all two-sided paper.
So yay.
It's beautiful. And what kind of paper do you buy?
I actually bought this paper. This is the paper I bought.
And this is what, scrapbook paper?
This I bought, you said you bought this at the dollar store. I went to Rock, Paper, Scissors on Bloomfield
See,
Ave.
look, it's amazing savings, $5.99.
Yeah, and I think I paid like $12 for the same exact thing.
Okay.
But you go to a craft store. But okay, here's the thing. Christmas cards are perfect. This is actually something where you can make mini boxes out of the hard cardboard of Christmas cards.
Oh.
As long as you cut it into a square.
Yeah.
You can make these tiny little boxes, and then you can hang them from your tree on a little ornament.
I
you
love
can put
that.
jewelry in them. They're perfect for jewelry gifts.
You can put little wishes to
like,
Santa in there. We can make a wish tree.
A wish tree for yourself, for your self-esteem. Yes. Okay. And then
You know that this is for the Girls Center, and so this is a self-esteem exercise.
Yeah.
We're going to we're going to use this to carry a little bit of our favorite place and our favorite safe place around with us at all times.
I want this.
Yeah, so you can do that. You can write a little story about your safe place. Whatever your safe place is, Cindy, I'll lead you on a guided exercise in exchange for the creation of the box. Yeah. And you can bring in a little memento of your favorite place, and you can put it in the box along with your story of what your favorite safe place is. And then you can keep that on your desk, and you always have your safe place with you.
And think about it, it's symbolic, like a box. Like, you can keep it closed, you can open it, you can offer it to people.
I love it.
Like when I made it with my girls for advisor group, we filled it with candy to give to our family.
That's so
nice.
But
I said, this is what I said though, it also helped, it was like, by opening the box and making the box, we were ready for the gifts of the season.
Oh,
when you make a box and
I love
it's open,
that.
it's ready.
Yeah, it's like a bowl. Okay, thank you. Can I try now?
Yes, yes.
Okay.